Hey everybody, this is Ernie and welcome to the channel. If it's your first time, please subscribe and like. Um, Today's topic is wireless versus wired microphones for karaoke. And it's a matchup between the wired and the wireless. By the way, here's a little quick tip before we start. For your wireless mics, get one of these things. What it does, it goes around the mic so it doesn't fall off a table or something, because these things roll off really easy. Okay, so try to pick up one of these. They got these on eBay and Amazon all over the place. Your favorite music store as well. Anyway, we are going to do our shootout here between wired and wireless, okay? And of course, the plus on the wireless is there aren't any wires all over the place, okay? And that's kind of a drag. And what it does, the wireless is great because there's no wires, but the wired mics take up a lot of your mixer's inputs, like mic 1 and mic 2, and if you've got a mic 3 in the back, it'll take up that one. And a wireless one like this one by Phoenix is a two wireless system that has an output in the back that I better move this before it rolls right off. It has an output in the back, which right here you could have both channels going into one input of your mixer. So that's a good thing to have for this brand. I think there's other brands that do the same thing as well, but that's a quick tip for wireless people. When you have two wireless systems, it could combine it on a wireless output. Anyway, getting back to the shootout. Okay, sure, this thing doesn't take much wires. It doesn't take any wires. In fact, it's wireless. But the bad thing about it is you gotta go to your wireless receiver and look for the clear signal. Okay, and that takes time. Don't think it doesn't take time. It takes time. Now, on the wired mic, like these inexpensive Audio 2000s, you just get the XLR, just plug it in there, and there's no battery to change. And it'll last you all night long without any problems whatsoever. However, your singers can't move around as much. I prefer to use a 25-footer and a 25-foot XLR, which is plenty enough room for them to move around. But some people want to move out even further, but you know, too bad. That's 25 feet is good enough, okay? In fact, it's not even the full 25 feet. I take 5 or 6 feet away from it because you need the cord that goes to your mixer. Anyway, that's the thing. Okay, now another thing people are worried about is the output of the wired mic isn't as loud as the output of a wireless mic, which is true in most cases. However, you just use your gain knob on your mixer. They all have a gain knob on the top here. These are the gain knobs, and if it's too low, just bring it up a little bit and it'll match it up to your wireless. Now, I have a wireless connected to channel 1 here, so I could change the gain on here. This one does not have a gain on these. These are just a treble, mid, and bass, and I have to use these to operate the volume. But anyway, what I enjoy about the wired mic is that the wired mic, you know, like I usually buy the ones, this one here is an Audio 2000 ADM 1064. It has a on and off button here for the mic, so you don't have to worry about the battery going out. These you do. You have to worry, I would say a good 4 hours before batteries on wireless mics start to dip and go really bad. But you'd be the judge if you have the time to match up your receiver to your broadcasting mic. Then more power to you. And if you have a lot of batteries that you're going to use, you bring them and you change your batteries. But if you don't want to deal with any of that, your basic wired mic with the on and off switch is good. I prefer the on and off switch because, when the singers, when they take the mic back to the mic stand, a lot of them are smart enough to know that, to turn the mic knob off, the switch off, and put it back onto the mic stand if they take it off the mic stand. And people don't know about these. They have a mute button on it. And a lot of people really don't know about the mute button. They'll just come back to the mic stand after they're doing their song and they just plomp it on there. It makes a lot of noise. But that's your job, is to keep the noise down, the noise level down. But in my opinion, trying to get in there and get out of there really fast, I gotta say, I would be inclined to the wired mic about 65% of the time, maybe 70% of the time, because I don't like changing batteries on these things. And even though I do use rechargeable batteries, and I don't like to show up and look for the clearest channel on the receiver either. I mean, it's just something else you got to do. But if it's something where your clients really want a wireless, then you have no choice. But like I said, if you get one of these here that has the combined output coming out of a 1/4-inch jack, you can have the 1/4-inch jack going into your mixer, and you can control both mics with just one channel. Anyway, that's my opinion on the shootout here of the wired versus wireless. I'm more on the wired mic than I am with the wireless. In fact, if I have a real quick gig I got to do, I probably won't even. I'm going to have to bring this thing here because I'm using wireless speakers, but on this Alto here. But I don't have to have this thing turned on. I could always, turn it off and just use the wired mics. I have about 4 wired mics, and this mixer can handle 4 mics on it with ease. Anyway, take it easy. If you have any questions on this thing, on this topic, or if you have any comments on it, let me know. Put it on the comment section. I appreciate you watching the video, and keep on doing your karaoke gigs. And because what you're basically doing, you're making people happy, and that's all that matters in this business. All right, well, take it easy, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you around next time.